Hi, Straw. Did it move at all, guys? That ain't good. This is the motor I had off, and the valves weren't sealing, so I set the valve clearance, lapped them, and now I have a dead hole. Why is it dead? I don't know. Is it because of the valve hanging out? Is it because the rod broke? It's an old engine. Is it because valve clearance got diminished? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. I'm going to get this in there. Come on. Be nice. Really? Is any compression on this one? It rotated. We're pushing 90 on that one. Alright, we'll see what's going on with this thing. Okay, in the last shot, we figured out that this side has compression, this side doesn't. Off camera, I stuck my finger over the spark plug hole and turned the engine over, and I could feel a little pulsating, so I know the piston's going up and down, so it's probably a hung up valve, a valve out of adjustment, or something like that. Now, you notice that the frame of the mower sits right here, and that's where the head is. And to get a valve adjusted, you have to take the head off. So not just take off the head, you have to take the motor out of the machine. It's only held in with 3 bolts underneath, but you do have to take the clutch off, the PTO clutch off, and things like that. So that's where I'm going. Bring you back. Alright, the engine is out of the frame. I've got the sheet metal off. Now I'm pulling the last head bolt, and I brought you along to see what's wrong with this thing as I see it. Ready? Maybe a little loud noise here if you're listening with earbuds. Sorry. Alright. Did I miss one? I missed one. I suppose you guys are telling me that already, huh? Alright, I have 2 left. I'll try to figure out how to mute that, guys, but I'm not sure if it's within my video editing capability right now or not. Ooh, lots of oil. Yep, exhaust valve. Ooh, no, intake valve lost its keeper. That's my fault. Exhaust valves, well, yep, intake valve lost its keeper, guys. Shouldn't be able to do that. Okay. I'm not sure why the oil's in there. That's an old engine. But that's what's going on. Alright, that means taking the carb, can you see this? Taking the manifold, intake manifold off, getting to the, you see it, getting to the valve spring. Where are we? I can't tell if you can see it. Yep, there it is. Valve spring cover, take that off, then I should be able to get to the valve springs and put the keeper back on, then we're set. I'll bring you back. Okay, I got you back here. I got all the sheet metal off. Now I'm going to take the cover off here. And, did I grab that ratchet? Little 1/4-inch ratchet. Here's one. Alright. Fun fact, 5/16 and 8mm work together. 14mm and 9/16 work together. It's a minute difference. Another fun fact, you ever have problems with a universal joint flopping around? These are spring-loaded. I like them. They're holding up nice. What's the brand of these? I don't know. You can just spring return universal joint or something like that. And are you going to fight me the whole way here? I'm going to have to pull the exhaust muffler off. Probably. I don't want to. Alright, I'll bring you back once I get that stubborn bolt out. Yeah, I thought may as well let you see me struggle with this one. I want to take the exhaust off, so let's work this one out. I got a 12 point instead of a 6 point. Got a little more options for grabbing here. Just accident. Oh, I'm going to take that sheet metal off anyway because this is just a cover. Okay, I forgot about that. See, you should be able to see springs right now if this was the only cover here. So, let's put that in the magnetic terrain. What do I need to do to get this off here? Is it just the same? Yep, just the same bolts. Okay, great. Okay, let's try to leave the gasket intact here. Okay, maybe it'll come off the block. Okay, we're fighting both ways, aren't we? Okay, maybe it'll come off the cover easier than the block. Yep, there it's off. Alright, sheet metal's off. Yeah, that's all that happened. Let's see if I can get you in there. Torch on. Alright, are we illuminating the... Okay, you can see the valve lost its keeper, so she's flopping in the breeze. Alright, maybe I need to adjust the exhaust valve a little bit too, because it seemed a little bit, I've got the manifold setting up. I can't spin it right now, but I think the exhaust valve's a little tight too. That means probably the other side's a little tight too, but that's not going to happen today. Should happen, but need to get the grass cut. Alright, I'll bring you back. Alright, they make a spring compressor for this, and I actually own one. But right now, I don't have a clue where it's at, so I'm going to do what I did when I was a kid. Do without it. I think I did with so many things. And see if I can get that spring compressed. Get the keeper. Maybe I should take this out and show you. Those of you who maybe haven't seen inside of an engine. Comment down below if you haven't seen inside of an engine, or if this is old hat for you. Shouldn't have been that hard to pull out of there. Well, it got burred up. Look at that. Can you see that? Little burr there? Alright. Looks like it was sealing okay because there's no dark patches. It's all, here's the sealing surface right there. You can see my thumb. It's not a good seal, but it's a seal. Looks like this engine will be coming apart again when mowing season's over. Okay. Is that gasket going to get into getting ripped here? Okay. So here's what happens. You compress the spring right here. The spring sits against this wall of the box here, the spring box, lack of a better word. You compress it, and it sits right in there like that. And there are different types of ways to hold this valve in there. This is the one way that Briggs & Stratton chose. And then there are a method called two keepers that fit into a tapered system. Much better design, but this is what this has. So, okay, I'm going to bring you back once I get that little burr off there. Remember I said I didn't remember where I put it? Well, I took a quick look and I did find it. Valve spring compressor. Alright. Wipe off the screw here. Hopefully I can replace this lawnmower sometime. It's getting old, hard to find parts for it, and stuff like that. But right now it's what I got. Picked it up for $300. When the guy had it on Facebook Marketplace. It's been years now. When the guy had it on Facebook Marketplace, I was the first one to hit him. And you can imagine for $300 how many other guys hit them. And when I was en route, he said, "Are you coming? Because I can sell this thing 5 times over or something like that." And yeah, I got it. Needed a battery and the card cleaned, and I used it. So I just kind of put that in there, compress the spring, plus the spring compressor, and much easier than 2 screwdrivers. But this is what I put the spring in with last time. Yeah, and guess who didn't get the keeper on right? So it fell off. Okay, I'd still be struggling with 2 screwdrivers right now, guys. And the few ladies that might have to be interested in this stuff. My daughter, I can't. She's interested. She has been interested in it now, but she's taken another interest. So I don't mind. But she knows different the lingo to a lot of stuff, and that's all I care about. You can't snow her. I taught her right hand from her left hand, north, south, east, west, and after that, no one can snow her on that stuff, and she's gone beyond me, which I'm so proud of her for. And that's not all I taught her, but you know. So, well, she's 14 now. Really interested in theology and evangelism, so I don't know what she's going to do, but whatever she does, she's going to improve on it. So, alright, now I cleared the flywheel so we can turn this over. Now, this should be nice and seated here. This exhaust valve is a little loose. It's a little tight, actually. So I'm going to end up... It means there's no tight bind. What I mean is... Turn the torch on here. Torch on. Bring you in. What I mean here is... There's the lens. There's a gap. Get a pointer here. There's a gap between the push lifter and the valve, right where the screwdriver is. And right now, I set these gaps earlier when I had this apart in my previous video, but apparently they've gotten tight. So I'm going to loosen this exhaust valve up a little bit and then put it back together. I know both sides should probably would need it. Back in frame there. Yeah, kind of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this exhaust valve off, take it to the bench grinder, and grind off a little of this valve stem right here, where I was pointing the, screwdriver at. Grind a little bottom of the valve and just a little bit to give it some clearance. I'm not even going to measure it. I'm just going to take some off and let it buck. I'll bring it back. Okay, I got that exhaust valve out. Thankfully with the valve spring compressor, you can see I didn't quite get the bottom with the. It would have been easier if I would have got the spring with the bottom there, but it worked. Okay, remember I said there was another type of keeper? Well, here it is. It's a 2-piece tapered keeper. This is what automobiles use. Things like that. Goes in there like that. Goes on either side. And it just goes around that. There's a slot there, then there's a ridge in that keeper, and then it goes in the taper right there. And it locks it in. And the lifter pushes on the end of the valve, so the spring keeps it in there. That's how lots of them are done. So, let's see if I can get this in while I got you guys watching me. Will it work? Or will I have to turn the camera off? I don't know. We'll find out. Alright. So I need to get those keepers on there like it was outside the engine. Let's see what I can do here. I don't know, if you can see what I'm doing. Can you see? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put a little grease inside these keepers and it'll make it stick to those valves. And I didn't bring any rags out with me. Alright. So hopefully I can get this in there. Get one. Okay, it's fighting me. Is it going to fall down? Or is it going to... Okay, use a small Allen wrench maybe. And it just, I heard a tick and it fell into the cavity. So let's see if we can get it out of there. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. Remember, the name of my channel, Dan's Learning Curve. Because everything I've done in life, learned the hard way. Some things I'm still learning the hard way. How about you guys? Anything you're learning the hard way about? Probably lots of stuff. Another reason why I named it Dan's Learning Curve is because sounds like we might have a CAT scan here. Because one reason why I didn't want to make videos was the know-it-all keyboard warriors that would, you know, come in and say, you should have did this, you should have done that. And yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's why I have in my description, hindsight is 2015. Oh, no, you don't. Hey, apples. I don't want to pick up apples right now. I got greasy hands. Sorry, apples. Yeah, I know. Apples is a good kiki. We took her to the vet to get spayed, and they named her. They always put the name on it, and they called her Apple. And when we just simply said apples, we didn't say Apple's cage. We didn't say Apple's stuff. We said this is apples, and she got the name Apple. Silly vet tech. Anyway, got her spayed. I love kittens. Problem is they grow up to be cats, and then more cats, and then more cats. And pretty soon you'll have 100 cats, and you got everything all over, cats all over the place. Alright, now can I get it without dumping the other keeper out? I don't know. So what do you guys do? I mean, you guys are watching mechanical stuff, engines and stuff like that. Maybe I might have it here. So what do you do? We're not watching YouTube. Oh, I got it, guys. Okay, now I'll just take the tension off the spring here. Probably got everything in your way here. Sorry about that. Alright. Oh, leave that gasket alone, Dan. Alright. I need to get a rag. I'll pause you and bring you back here. Alright, rag obtained. Now, let's see how successful I was. I know there's a specific gap called out for valve clearances between the lifter and the but right now I just want to get this thing running. We're good to go here. Alright. I'll bring you back when I get it buttoned up. Thought I'd give her a wrap up on my snapper zero turn. It's not done. Ran out of gas. Well, I ran out of gas. Engine's pretty much together. Valves in. The L valves in. Engine's pretty much together. It's not bolted in. I can't find one of the mounting bolts, and that's when I went, you know what? I'm done. I can't think anymore. So that's what's happening. I ran out of gas. So yeah. But I'll have it running probably. Today is. I don't even remember what today is. Tuesday, so I'll have it running I work Wednesday, Thursday, so probably have it running Friday or Saturday. So appreciate you watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll be having more of my 58 Plymouth coming soon. And I'll be going to the Glencoe show on September 11th. Car show, bike show. Thanks. Thanks for your support. Have a good one.